When we have animations in Vizrt Artist, there are different ways that we can manipulate these animations. And depending on what we have animating, there are different options to manipulate these. So before, in another tutorial, we did a position animation with a sphere. So we're going to recreate this here, and we're just going to rewind this timeline, and I'm going to start my animation up in the upper left here again, and we're just going to do the same thing, move it to the right, down to the bottom, set keyframe, move it to the left, set another keyframe, and move it back up to the top and set another keyframe, so that when we hit play, our sphere animates around the render window. Now, because we went straight across, straight down, straight left, and straight up, you would think that the animation would go in a straight line, but Viz automatically interpolates these keyframes as a smooth animation. And again, if we turn on our bounding box, it shows us our path of the animation. Now we can come in here and adjust the path like this, but let's say we wanted to kind of make this a linear path as opposed to a smooth path. So we need to go into the stage and work with the keyframes this way. Two ways we can get into the stage: click the stage button, or if you go right onto this animation icon and click on it, it takes you right to that variables animations. So here we have our sphere and the position keyframes, and down below we have this thing that's called the dope sheet, and we can adjust these keyframes as well down here. And depending what is animating, it gives us different options. So with whatever keyframe is highlighted, that represents this point on here. And then also you can see it in the render window that that keyframe is highlighted as well. If we click on it in here, it's going to highlight that keyframe in the stage and also highlights this point on our little sheet here. And right below this line, you can see what's called position distance. So this is telling us what we are adjusting as well. Now, what I want to do mainly is adjust or make adjustments to my keyframes here so that we can create a smooth animation. I want to click the first keyframe, and up at the very top we have these 5 buttons. And if you scroll your mouse over it, it tells you what they are. It says linear left and right. There's a smooth left, linear right. There's a linear left, a smooth right. This is a smooth left and right, and this button is the handles and tangent. So whatever we need to adjust, if we click this handles tangent, it gives us a handle here, and it will allow us to make adjustments to this curve, such as affecting the position, the speed, and the distance. And if we click on the smooth left and right, we get another handle which we can adjust. So whichever way that you need to make adjustments here, you can use these handles to further tweak your animations. Now in this case, we want to make it linear, so I'm going to click on the linear left and right button, and I'm going to go through each keyframe and click linear left and right. And when I click on each one, you can see that not much is happening, and it doesn't even change our spline down here. Well, because this is a position animation, and there are different settings for each type of animation, such as a rotation, scaling, or position, you may need to make certain adjustments to each one. Since we're trying to make it a linear one, hitting this linear left and right button wasn't enough. So we have additional options all the way over here on the right where it says angle and weight. We'll need to turn these keyframes off as well, and I'll go through each individual keyframe and turn the angle and weight handles off. So now you can see when I'm clicking through these keyframes and turning these things off how it's affecting our animation. And we can come in here and adjust our keyframes further. So when I hit play, you can see how it now creates a linear animation.